That's so good. So there's this Michelin-starred Korean restaurant in New York called Cote. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a nice fusion of American steakhouse and Korean cuts, sexy ambiance, good drinks, creative cocktails, you know, the works. Something you'd expect from a Michelin-starred restaurant. And each time I've gone there, I've gotten the same exact thing, which is the butcher's feast. It's a prefix course that comes with a couple rounds of meat, some side dishes, the whole thing, the whole shebang, you know? But today, I want to talk about dessert. It's a vanilla soft serve served with a little drizzle of soy sauce caramel. Wow. It's weird, but somehow cohesive. It's like this combination of umami, saltiness, and sweetness all combined together in your mouth, but it works. I thought it was fascinating when I had it for the first time. I wanted to make it at home, so here it is. Just to preface, as I was doing some research, I found this recipe by Okonomi Kitchen. I made it, and it was a good starting point for me, then I modified it to my liking. But yes, the original recipe is from her, and it's linked down in the description if you want to check it out. I personally don't like the saltiness to overwhelm the whole thing. I think it's better when it's subtle and it complements the sweetness. Okay, let's cook. This is going to make about a half cup or 150 grams of caramel in total. Yeah. You're gonna need sugar, heavy cream, soy sauce, and a little bit of water. You're gonna need about 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, which is around 70 grams, and then 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, which is about 10 grams. A 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of heavy cream, which is around 60 grams, and then about 3 teaspoons of water, which is 15 grams. Once you weigh out all the ingredients, we're gonna go to the stove. Let's cook. Get a small saucepan and then throw it on medium heat. First, add the sugar and then add the water. I like to swirl the pan around so that the water touches all the sugar in the pan, and then I leave it alone on medium heat until it starts to caramelize. Now, it does take a while, but keep an eye on it because you don't want it to burn. Once a small part of the pan starts turning brown, like right here, I swirl it around so that everything else can cook evenly. Keep cooking until the sugar is completely caramelized to your liking. If you like bitterness in your caramel, which I do sometimes, let it go for a little bit longer, and then turn off the heat. Into that hot caramelized sugar, add the heavy cream and stir. Now this is going to sputter and bubble because the sugar is still hot and it's going to evaporate the water in the heavy cream, so be careful. Also, you might end up with some small clumps of sugar as you stir. That's no problem. You just turn the heat back on and then stir while heating to dissolve those chunks. Once the heavy cream is fully incorporated and your caramel is smooth with no chunks, add the soy sauce and stir. This shouldn't sputter because the caramel should be cooled down enough. If it does sputter, let the caramel cool down a little bit more before adding the rest of the soy sauce. Once the soy sauce is fully incorporated, transfer the caramel to a container and let cool for like 10 minutes. When it comes straight out of the pan, it's still going to be too hot to taste, and transferring it will let it cool faster. And then as it cools, it'll become more viscous. And that's it. That's your soy sauce caramel. We're going to take this and drizzle it over some ice cream, just like at Cote. I don't have soft serve, but regular ice cream will do. This smacks. It's sweet and caramelly in the beginning. Then as it kind of melts on your tongue, it fades into like this saltiness that kind of lingers, and it pairs super well with the sweet ice cream. My mouth is a little confused right now, but that's okay. It's sweet and it's salty, and there's a hint of umami in there too from the soy sauce. The perk of making this is that you can make a Michelin-starred dessert. People are gonna be asking questions. How did you make this? Where did you get this? That's okay, you're gonna have the answer. They're either gonna be in love with you or they're gonna be scared of you. Either or, I don't know which one's better. Win-win situation, right? You can also drizzle this on meat or fish or honestly anything you want. Maybe like an Asian style salad. What about like a little soy caramel vinaigrette? I think I'm gonna use this to make a soy caramel latte. This caramel will probably keep for a month in the fridge. If you wanna use it but it's too viscous, just pop it in the microwave for like 10 seconds and you should be ready to go. The full recipe will be in the description. I used this recipe from Okonomi Kitchen as a starting point, then I modified it to my liking. I took out the butter, I increased the amount of cream used, and I decreased the soy sauce. Her recipe is a little bit more soy sauce focused, so if that sounds like something you'd like, the recipe will be linked in the description. Hold on, this little bottle that I think is gonna be perfect for this. I didn't need the funnel. Hold on. Who needs a funnel? Come on. And that's how you make a soy sauce caramel right at home with ingredients you probably have already. But if you haven't gotten a chance to try Cote, I recommend. It's a cool place to catch up with friends and have some good food. Let me know if you have any other restaurant remake suggestions. I had some fun while making this. Thanks for coming today, and as always, everybody eats.